Home plates are found. Which of these films could be? The Gulf of Bothnia is an arm of. Which of these is a Latin? Which of these is a $10? Which of these organization? What does the E stand? Which of these is a synonym for the? Which US coin? Which of these Australia? In ancient Rome, what was the? In America, which of these? Which of these was a popular? Which of these men is a famous? Which Thomas Keneally? What relation are people? Which of these represent? Aristotle Onassis Map. How old was Mrs. Reload was a 9. Which of these is the definition of the? Which of these could be measured on the Beaufort scale? What country does tennis player Victoria? Which of these soups is usually served hot? Which of these superheroes is a Who played Catwoman in the? What is the smallest species? How is a haggis tradition? Which two states? Enosis is the movement to. In which sport might? Which of these are said to be? A snapper is an informal. Who is the vocalist on Daft Punk's Get Lucky? How many Bond films did Daniel Craig star in? How many Bond? What is the name of Harry Potter's maternal aunt? What species of bear is Paddington Bear? At what kind of public sale are goods divided into lots? How many medals did Team GB win at the 2006? What 2012 film is set at the Exquisite Club in Florida? What 2012? Tony a jet kills Bernardo a shark in what film musical? In a proverb, forbidden fruit tastes what? Cognitive behavioral therapy is also known as a what? What is the national currency of Guadeloupe? Which actor played Sam in the film musical Mamma Mia? Which game was bought by the New York Times in 2000? In their hit What did TLC advise listeners not to chase? The common oak belongs to which genus of trees? What type of scissors make zigzag cuts in fabric? What type of? The word inclement is normally used to describe what? Who was the Egyptian goddess of the sky? The navicular bone is in what part of the human body? What does the desiccated in desiccated coconut mean? Who released the 60s album Dusty in Memphis? A salt eel is an old sailor's term for the end of what? A salt eel is an old. Danny Minogue has been a judge on which Australian TV show? Danny Minogue. Microdermabrasion is a treatment for what part of the body? Baked beans are traditionally served in what flavor sauce? In Greek mythology, who was the ruler of the Olympians? The Swiss Alphorn musical instrument.